I am super excited on this Saturday because I get to share with you all something I'm super passionate about. And even though she talked about my accolades in finance, I love, love, love everything about money and numbers. I'm a geek in that way. But I also understand that there are challenges that we face as entrepreneurs or small business owners, however you classify yourself. And even though most people come to me because they have some kind of burning challenge that they're experiencing in their life or in their business, and they're looking for all the answers, right? They're looking for the solution so that they can get better in their life and in their business. And oftentimes I'll get people that say, what's the best stock right now? What should I be investing my money in? What should I be doing with my retirement account? And, how do I scale my business, Dr. Constance? And yes, I want to be able to provide those answers, those solutions for my clients, and I do. But what I have understood about my 44 years of being on this earth, one, and nearly 15 years of being an entrepreneur, is that I understand that we don't always have to have all the answers to be able to make an impact in the lives of others, to be able to chart a new trajectory for our own lives. And I know that life has a bit of challenges that come with it. And one of the gospel artists that I absolutely love shared a quick story a few days ago. And he made a comment about being wounded winners. Wounded winners. And I thought that that was like a weird thing to say when you're thinking about successful entrepreneurship or successful people in any lane of brilliance. But it is the reality that we don't always get all the answers before we need to move forward, that we don't always get to be fixed, if there's such a thing. We don't always get to be healed before we move forward in our life, with our relationships, with our business, with our money. And so I wanted to talk with you really quickly today about what it takes to be an unlikely winner, like I am, or even a wounded winner, if you consider yourself to be that. They always talk about the financial fundamentals, and that is one of the things that I teach on a routine basis, right? The rule of 72 as it relates to compound interest, the wealth formula as it relates to how you'll be able to duplicate and multiply the principal that you've placed in an account. Even dollar cost averaging, some of us know as it relates to investing in the world. But do they talk with you about what resilience is? If your account has multiple figures in it, does it indicate that you have been able to be resilient in your mind so that you can move forward in your life and in your business? See, that's one of my first tips to you today as a business owner, an entrepreneur, is that we've got to learn how to use resilience in our lives as one of the key elements to building wealth, as one of the key elements to staying in business and even scaling in business. I touched on earlier that, you look at me, you hear the bio, and you think, wow, that's a successful woman. And I received that. I thank you. But as I said, I'm an unlikely winner because I grew up in poverty in the States in Maryland, to a young single mom who I watched struggle to figure out womanhood, marriage, and parenting. And what she used to tell us was, I want you to be better than me. I want you to go farther than me. And we used to think, well, what's possibly better than my mom, right? What's possibly better than you? But what she was saying was, when life hits you, you get yourself back up. When things happen that you don't understand in your life and in business, you keep pushing forward and you heal along the way. See, my first tip is that you have to decide, make up in your mind that you are already a winner in life and in business. There's a quote that says, as a man thinks, so is he. You want to stand up straight, push your shoulders back, and know that what you've set out to do in this life, you will accomplish. But it will not come without challenges. It will not come without circumstances, such as not having access to capital in your business, not having all the supporters that you thought you might have when you launched that business. You had that ribbon cutting. What I know about resilience, it is the mental fortitude that it takes to stay focused in your business. That was my first. Decide that you are a winner and use your mental resilience to push forward. The other thing I know about winners in entrepreneurship is that you've got to do something, right? You can't just sit around and say, hey, I want to have, the best product or service in my local area. You have to actually put some action behind what it is that you say that you want to do and that you want to be. Hey, I'm not talking to the choir here. I know that if you're already in business, especially longer than 3 to 5 years, that some of these things you already know. I understand that repetition is the mother of all learning. So I am here to remind you on this Saturday that success in business is not just about how many zeros are in your bank account, how well your retirement plan is going. It is about the resilience that it takes mentally to create an idea, take that thought, and turn it into something tangible. That tangible thing being your product, that tangible thing being your service. But I know if you don't have the mental fortitude, the resilience, the mental get up and go, that you'll be closing your doors like some of the other businesses may have had to do, especially during the pandemic. My first was decide that you're a winner. My second is you have to do something. Act like a winner. What do winners do? If you ever question that, they invest in themselves. They invest in themselves. It's going to cost you something to be successful. It might be financial, it might be some sleep, it might cost you some peace, it might cost you some time, but you have to do something in order to win in business. See, there's a thing called perseverance. And I know that oftentimes we get these words interchanged, resilience, perseverance, but the resilience is the strength of your mind. And the perseverance is the actions that you do when life hits you. It's how you get up and go. It's how you push forward in life when your clients aren't paying their invoices, when your partners aren't coming to the table with all the resources that they said they would, when family can't always support like they showed that they would in the beginning. See, perseverance is not a long race. It's many short races, one after another. That's a quote from Walter Elliott. Again, perseverance is not a long race. It's many short races, one after another. When I think about what winners do, right, they decide that they're going to win. And they actually do the things that winners do, such as investing in themselves and pushing forward when things get tough. But what I also know is we like to duplicate ourselves. We like to get around other winners. We like to get around people who challenge us to shoot for our very best. Those people that are in your corner saying, yes, I hear what you say and I see what you do, but I know that there's more inside of you. Those champions, right? They say birds of a feather flock together. That is true. My third is to duplicate, create more winners around you. Look at competition as not a bad thing because those people around you should be pushing you to your best ever. They say that iron sharpens iron. Even Michael Jordan said that talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. So when I say decide that you are a winner, absolutely. Using perseverance, your mental strength to do and get up when things get tough. You got to do something as an entrepreneur that pushes you to your next. And you have to duplicate yourself. Get around other winners, other entrepreneurs who understand the language of what it takes when you take an idea, turn it into a thought, put the action behind and actualize it. And you have a physical, tangible business that is up and running. See, everyone doesn't understand what it takes to go from idea to fruition, but you do. You absolutely do. And you must get around people who understand that iron sharpens iron. See, I'm not challenging you because I want to compete and I want to win at all costs. I'm challenging you because I know that you are already a winner and you need winners around you that are going to show you, even on a Saturday when you could be doing anything else with your day, that we are here together at this particular moment at the Global Speakers Summit, the Global Speakers Talk, to challenge one another to be resilient, to be a persevering person, and to get around other people who win. Yeah, we can talk about all the financial fundamentals, We will do that. But what I want to impress upon you is the same grit that it took for you to take that idea and turn it into fruition. Is that same grit, resilience, perseverance, and champion mindset that it is going to take you to scale that business and win. I challenge you to take notes today as all the other speakers flood the stage. They will be challenging you to not just personally develop, but professionally develop. That's why we're here. That's what winners do. We push ourselves, we continue to be avid learners, and we get around other people who have a winning mindset. I am Dr. Constance Craig Mason. I thank you for the time for allowing me to speak about my passion, which is not just finance, but how to help you become a wounded winner, an unapologetic winner, an unlikely winner, but nonetheless a winner. Thank you for the time.